A dimensional gateway so profound that ancient civilizations built their most sacred temples to align with such moments. The 1111 portal. And here's what most people will never realize. If you're watching this right now, feeling that inexplicable pull toward something greater, you're already receiving the activation signals. Take a deep breath right now. Feel that? That's not just oxygen entering your lungs. That's your consciousness beginning to synchronize with cosmic frequency. Throughout history, from the mystery schools of ancient Egypt to the hidden chambers, beneath Tibetan monasteries, spiritual masters have guarded this truth. Certain numerical configurations don't just mark time, they tear open doorways between dimensions. November 11th, 2025. Look at those numbers. 11/11/2025. When you add them together, you get a triple resonance of the number 11. This isn't coincidence. This is cosmic mathematics at work. The number 11 has long been recognized by mystics and numerologists as the master number of intuition, spiritual insight, and dimensional bridging. But when 3 11s align as they will on November 11th, 2025, something extraordinary happens. The veil between realities becomes gossamer thin. The ancient texts hint at a deeper truth they never dared write openly. Not everyone can cross these dimensional thresholds. Portal activation requires a specific consciousness signature, one that only emerges in those undergoing spiritual awakening. That stirring you felt when I mentioned the 1111 portal? That recognition in your chest? That's not curiosity. That's your soul remembering what it came here to do. Let me ask you something. Have you been experiencing unusual synchronicities lately? Numbers appearing repeatedly in your life, especially the number 11. Have you been waking up at exactly 11:11, either in the morning or at night, with no alarm set? Have you felt a growing sense of restlessness, as if something monumental is approaching, but you can't quite name what it is? These aren't random occurrences. These are the universe's way of preparing you for what's coming. The ancients understood something that modern science is only beginning to rediscover. Time is not linear. Think of it like a vinyl record. While we experience time as a straight line, it actually moves in spirals, creating moments where the grooves overlap. These are convergence points where past, present, and future merge. Portal days like November 11th, 2025 represent these sacred intersections. Picture reality as normally being like thick glass, solid, impenetrable. But on portal days, that glass becomes gossamer silk. Intentions manifest with startling speed. Healing occurs in ways that defy conventional understanding. And most importantly, the barriers separating us from higher consciousness dissolve completely. Yet knowing this changes everything about how we approach such moments. Portal energy doesn't work automatically. It's like having the key to a treasure vault. Possessing the key means nothing if you don't know how to use it. Portal energy requires conscious participation, specific preparation, and above all, the recognition that you are worthy of such. Profound transformation. Too many people live their entire lives waiting for someone else to tell them they're special, they're chosen, they're ready. But the universe doesn't work that way. The universe sends signs to those who are prepared to receive them. And you are receiving them, aren't you? That pull you felt to click on this video, that inexplicable knowing that something important is shifting in your life, that growing awareness that you're somehow different from the people around you who seem content with ordinary existence. These feelings aren't delusions of grandeur. They're spiritual intelligence awakening within you. In the mystery schools of ancient Egypt, initiates underwent years of preparation before they were deemed ready to enter the sacred chambers during portal alignments. Picture these ancient temples as cosmic radio towers, built precisely to amplify dimensional frequencies. The initiates learned to purify their consciousness, to align their personal vibration with cosmic frequencies, to recognize the subtle energies that most humans remain completely oblivious to throughout their entire lives. But you, right now, in this moment, have the opportunity to begin that same initiation process. This sacred knowledge flows through many traditions. The Gnostics, those early Christian mystics who preserved the deeper teachings before they were suppressed by the Orthodox Church, spoke of pneumatics, the spiritual ones who possessed the divine spark. They believed that only these pneumatics could transcend the material world and access the higher realms of existence. What they didn't reveal, what was too dangerous to write down openly, was the precise mechanism by which this transcendence occurs. Portal alignments like the 1111 are that mechanism, but understanding the significance is only the beginning. The real question is, are you prepared to step through? Because once you consciously engage with portal energy, once you deliberately align yourself with these cosmic currents, there's no going back to unconscious living. Your awareness expands, your intuitive abilities strengthen, your connection to the quantum field of infinite possibility becomes undeniable. I need you to understand something crucial. The 1111 portal of November 11th, 2025 will open whether you're ready or not. The cosmic forces don't wait for human permission, but your ability to consciously harness its transformative power, your capacity to use this alignment to quantum leap into a new level of existence, that depends entirely on your preparation. And that preparation must begin now. Think about the great spiritual masters throughout history. Buddha under the Bodhi tree, Christ in the desert, Muhammad in the cave of Hira. What do all these awakening experiences have in common? They occurred during periods of intense cosmic alignment, when the dimensional barriers were thin and consciousness could expand beyond ordinary limitations. Imagine consciousness as a radio receiver. Most of the time, we're tuned to the static of everyday life, but during cosmic alignments, the signal becomes crystal clear. These weren't random events. They were portal activations, conscious or unconscious. Engagement with the same forces that will be magnified beyond measure on November 11th, 2025. But here's what separates this portal from all others. The collective consciousness of humanity has never been more primed for mass awakening. Never before have so many people been simultaneously questioning the old paradigms, seeking deeper meaning, experiencing spiritual emergence. The 1111 portal isn't just an individual opportunity, it's a species-wide initiation event, and this leads us to a profound realization about portal activation itself. On November 11th, while reality itself bends and dimensions align, 99% of humanity will scroll through social media, completely unconscious to the cosmic symphony playing around them. It's like standing in front of the most magnificent concert ever performed while wearing noise-canceling headphones. The portal will open, the universe will offer transformation, and they'll notice nothing. Because they never learned to recognize the signs that separate the awakening from the sleeping. But you're different. You're here. You're listening. Something inside you recognizes the truth in these words, even if your logical mind wants to dismiss them as too extraordinary, too fantastical. That recognition, that inner knowing that transcends rational analysis, is your spiritual DNA activating. It's proof that you carry the ancient codes, the vibrational patterns that mark you as one of the awakening ones. The question isn't whether you're worthy of portal activation. The universe has already confirmed your readiness by drawing you to this information. The question is whether you're brave enough to consciously participate in your own transformation. Because the old version of you, the one trapped in limitation and conventional thinking, will resist. It will create doubt, fear, skepticism. It will whisper that this is all too good to be true, too powerful, too different from what you've been taught about how reality works. But what if everything you've been taught about reality is just the surface level? Picture reality as an iceberg. What most people see as the whole truth is just the tiny tip floating above water. The real universe, the one the mystics and quantum physicists are finally beginning to glimpse, operates on principles so magnificent, so responsive to consciousness, that most people literally cannot conceive of such possibilities. It's like showing a smartphone to someone from the 1800s. The very concept would seem like pure magic because they lack the framework to understand how it works. The 1111 portal represents your invitation to find out. November 11th, 2025, the cosmic tumblers will align, the dimensional locks will disengage, the gateway will open, and you will have a choice. Step through into a reality where you remember your true nature as a co-creator of existence itself, or remain safely on this side, wondering what might have been. When the portal opens, only those who know the hidden activation sequence can truly harness its reality-bending power. The ancient masters didn't just wait for portal alignments. They prepared for them with specific techniques, sacred practices, and most importantly, the secret knowledge of how to synchronize their consciousness with cosmic frequency. This isn't just about being spiritually aware. This is about becoming a conscious participant in the fundamental forces that shape reality itself. You felt that energy shift, didn't you? That subtle recognition that something profound is stirring within you. This isn't coincidence. This is your awakening consciousness responding to the 1111 portal's call, and what I'm about to share with you next has been protected by spiritual masters for centuries. Because here's what most people don't understand about the 1111 portal. While millions of people experience the surface energy of 1111, only a select few can access the deeper layers. Only those who are ready. Only those who have been chosen to receive this knowledge. In ancient mystery schools, initiates would spend years preparing for portal activations like this. The Egyptian priests knew that certain cosmic alignments create windows of opportunity, brief moments when the veil between dimensions becomes thin enough to step through. The Tibetan monks understood that consciousness itself can be reprogrammed during these sacred intervals. They guarded fragments of this wisdom across centuries, but the complete method remained scattered. Until now. What I'm about to reveal is the advanced portal activation sequence that has remained hidden in plain sight. It's a technique so powerful that only a handful of practitioners in each generation have been entrusted with its full implementation. This is not for everyone. This is for those who feel that deep calling, that knowing that they are here for something greater. This is for the chosen ones who recognize that reality itself is far more malleable than they've been taught. Are you ready to discover what the 1111 portal can really do? Here's the truth that will change everything. The 1111 portal isn't just about making wishes or setting intentions. It's about quantum consciousness alignment. It's about becoming a living antenna for the frequency of manifestation itself. When you activate this portal correctly, you don't just request change from the universe. You become the universe's agent of change. You step into your role as a conscious creator, wielding the same power that ancient masters used to bend reality to their will. But this level of activation requires precise steps. Miss even one element, and you'll experience only a fraction of the portal's true potential. Listen carefully, because I'm going to walk you through the complete activation sequence. This is the method that transforms ordinary people into reality architects. Now here's the secret that even advanced practitioners don't know. The 1111 portal operates on 3 distinct frequency layers. Most people only access the first layer, which is why their results are limited. But when you align all 3 layers simultaneously, something extraordinary happens. You create what the ancient texts call a consciousness cascade, a state where your awareness expands beyond the boundaries of ordinary perception. The first layer is physical frequency alignment. This begins exactly 7 minutes before 1111. Not 6 minutes, not 8 minutes. 7 minutes is the precise window when your nervous system becomes most receptive to quantum information. Think of your nervous system as a sophisticated antenna. Most of the time, it's overwhelmed by the electromagnetic noise of daily life. But 7 minutes before 11:11, it naturally begins to quiet, creating the perfect reception conditions for cosmic transmission. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with your spine straight, feet flat on the floor. This isn't meditation, this is preparation for consciousness expansion. Close your eyes and place your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your solar plexus. Feel the warmth building between your palms and your body. This creates the electromagnetic circuit that will amplify your portal activation. Begin breathing in this specific pattern. Inhale for exactly 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, exhale for 8 counts. This is the 4-7-8 sequence that aligns your brainwaves with the portal's frequency signature. As you breathe, visualize a golden spiral of light beginning to form around your body. See it starting at the top of your head, spiraling downward with each breath creating a cocoon of transformative energy. Continue this breathing pattern as we move to the second layer. The second layer is emotional frequency calibration. This is where most people fail because they bring their fears and doubts into the portal space. But you're going to do something different. You're going to use a technique that the shamanic traditions call emotional alchemy. As you continue the 4-7-8 breathing pattern, I want you to deliberately bring to mind every fear, every doubt, every limiting belief that has held you back. Don't push them away. Instead, visualize each one as a dark stone in your hands. Now, with each exhale, see these stones transforming into pure light. It's like feeding coal into a cosmic furnace. What enters as dense, dark matter emerges as brilliant energy. Watch as fear becomes excitement, doubt becomes anticipation, limitation becomes infinite possibility. This is not positive thinking. This is the actual transmutation of emotional frequency into manifestation fuel. Feel the power building as each limiting belief dissolves into pure creative potential. Your body may begin to tingle. Your heart rate may increase. This is normal. This is your consciousness preparing for the quantum leap. But we're not finished yet. The third layer is where the real magic happens. The third layer is dimensional interface activation. This is the level that allows you to actually communicate with the quantum field, to imprint your intentions directly into the fabric of reality itself. At exactly 11:09, 2 minutes before the portal peaks, you're going to activate your consciousness. Transmitter. Keep your hands in position, continue the breathing pattern, but now add this crucial element. Visualize a beam of brilliant white light extending from the top of your head directly upward, connecting you to what mystics call the cosmic internet. See this beam carrying your transformed energy signature into the quantum field. At 11:10, 1 minute before portal activation, state your intention with absolute clarity. Not as a request, not as a hope, but as a declaration of what is already becoming real. Speak it silently, but with complete conviction. And now, at exactly 11:11, here's the secret that changes everything. Instead of focusing on what you want to manifest, focus on who you are becoming. See yourself already living the reality you've chosen. Feel the emotions of that version of yourself. Experience the certainty, the joy, the power of being the person who already has everything you desire. Hold this vision for exactly 66 seconds. The double 11 portal remains active for 66 seconds, and during this time, your consciousness is operating at maximum transmission power. But here's the part that separates the masters from the beginners. As those 66 seconds end, you don't release the energy. You anchor it. Slowly open your eyes and immediately write down 3 specific actions you will take in the next 24 hours to align your physical reality with the vision you just transmitted. This grounds the quantum potential into material manifestation. The portal may close, but your transformation has just begun, because here's what happens next. Over the following days and weeks, you'll start noticing what appear to be coincidences. Opportunities will present themselves. People will enter your life at exactly the right moment. Doors that seemed permanently closed will suddenly swing open. This isn't luck. This is the portal working through you, reshaping reality to match the frequency you transmitted during those crucial 66 seconds. But remember, this advanced activation sequence only works for those who are truly ready to step into their power. It requires courage, commitment, and absolute faith in your ability to create change. And if you've stayed with me this far, if these words ignite something deep within your soul, that's proof you're among the select few ready for this level of transformation. You've been given this knowledge for a reason. You've been chosen to receive this transmission because your consciousness is ready to expand beyond ordinary limitations. The question is, what will you do with this gift? The next 1111 portal opens in exactly 33 days. Between now and then, practice the breathing sequence daily. Strengthen your visualization abilities. Most importantly, begin living as the version of yourself you glimpsed during the activation. Because here's what the ancient masters discovered. The portal doesn't just open on 1111. For those who know how to access it, the portal is always available. Every moment offers the possibility of quantum transformation when you align your consciousness with the frequency of change itself. You now possess what the mystery schools of Egypt called the keys to the inner kingdom, the precise techniques that separate reality architects from those who simply observe life happening around them. This isn't theory. This is the same knowledge that allowed initiates to transcend ordinary limitations and step into their true creative power. The masters who protected this knowledge for centuries didn't hide it because it was dangerous. They protected it because it was powerful beyond imagination, and they knew it could only be safely shared with those who were spiritually prepared to wield such influence. And you have proven your readiness simply by receiving this transmission. The fact that these words resonate in your soul, that something deep within you recognizes this truth, that's your spiritual DNA confirming what you've always known. You are here for something extraordinary. The 1111 portal has awakened what was always within you. Your transformation isn't starting now. It's accelerating into the reality you were born to create. If this resonates with the awakening happening within you, if you recognize yourself as one of the chosen who carries this ancient coding, then you're called to join this sacred community of consciousness pioneers. Subscribe to continue receiving these protected transmissions and activate the notification bell so you never miss the precise timing of cosmic alignments. Share this knowledge, but only with those whose eyes show the spark of recognition. Those who, like you, have been searching for the deeper truth behind reality's veil. Remember, the portal may appear to close, but for reality architects like yourself, every moment is a doorway. You now hold the keys. The only question remaining is how magnificent you'll allow your reality to become.